I saw them start to move, positioning themselves for what would look like a random robbery. In about 30 seconds, I was going to be dead. That's when the lights went out. The restaurant plunged into darkness, and I heard the sound of breaking glass from the kitchen. That's when I saw them. Men in military uniforms moving through the restaurant like shadows. "Federal agents," someone shouted. Nobody moved. The dining room erupted in chaos. Mueller's men went for their guns, but they were outnumbered and outgunned. The federal agents had been hiding in the kitchen, the basement, probably the parking lot too. Morrison had walked into his own trap. I dove under the table as bullets started flying. Above me, I could hear Ingrid Schmidt screaming in German. Morrison was shouting orders that nobody was following. Heinrich Mueller was trying to reach the exit but ran into a wall of federal agents. When the shooting stopped, 4 Nazi agents were dead, 3 were wounded, and the rest were in handcuffs. Morrison sat in his chair like a statue, his hands folded over his cane, staring at nothing. "Well played, Mr. Harlow." I looked up and saw a man in a federal agent's suit standing over me. He was tall, thin, with the kind of face that belonged in a law textbook. "Agent Carter, FBI," he said, helping me to my feet. "Sorry about the theatrics, but we needed to catch them all at once." "How did you know?" "We've been watching Morrison for 2 months. We knew he was feeding information to the Germans, but we couldn't prove it until you led us to his contact network." Carter looked around the restaurant. "Your investigation was exactly what we needed to expose the entire operation. So I was working for you all along. In a manner of speaking, though we didn't tell you for obvious reasons." Carter smiled. "Sometimes the best agents are the ones who don't know they're agents." I looked at Ingrid Schmidt, now handcuffed and bleeding from a cut on her forehead. She caught my eye and smiled that beautiful, deadly smile one last time. "This isn't over, Mr. Harlow," she said. "The raven may be caged, but there are other birds in the sky." Agent Carter led her away, but her words echoed in my mind. In the world of wartime espionage, catching one spy ring just meant there were others waiting to take its place. As I walked out of the Pacific dining car, I realized that my involvement in this case was far from over. Somewhere in Los Angeles, there were other Nazi agents, other traitors, other ravens waiting in the shadows. And they all knew my name.